Welcome. On this episode, a maniac who allegedly attacked 8 people is finally arrested. That and more. Chris Talk starts right now. Let's get into it. Welcome and good evening. I am your host with the most, Chris Talks. All right. As we come on the air, a maniac who allegedly attacked 8 people told cops you need to check your women sometimes. Okay, now apparently this person terrorized Manhattan, attacking women and only women because he said it was easier to do. Okay, I'm going to let Sarah, my AI, report the story, and I'm going to give you my view and my opinion at the end. All right, let's get into it. Let's hit it.
Thank you, Chris. A deranged maniac charged with slugging 8 women during a misogynistic crime spree allegedly told cops he targeted the victims because, you have to check women sometimes. Daquan Armstead, 31, told police that he preferred not to pick on men. Manhattan prosecutors said Wednesday as the accused slugger was arraigned on assault charges and ordered held on $20,000 bail. It's different with men, Armstead allegedly told cops. They don't test you like women. Armstead was picked up by cops shortly after midnight and charged with third-degree assault and harassment in 8 unprovoked attacks on women this year. Authorities said, Daquan Armstead, 31, is charged with slugging 8 women this year in random attacks. Police and prosecutors said, Matthew McDermott, that includes an April 17 attack on a 27-year-old administrator at New York University, who was slugged in the face while walking through Washington Square Park around 10:30 a.m. According to police, Armstead, who was also sought on 2 arrest warrants after blowing off court appearances dating to 2021 attacks, was first busted this year in February and allegedly attacked 7 more women after a Manhattan judge cut him loose without bail. Prosecutors said in court Wednesday. His lawyer said Armstead suffers from mental health issues. He seems to have fallen through the cracks in regards to no longer receiving mental health treatment. Defense attorney Catherine Bajic said in court, when someone with a mental health concern is incarcerated, nothing good happens with anybody. She told Judge Michael Ryan, the person becomes less commented with services they need, and the outcome for everyone and everything is worse. Misogynistic maniac who punched several women charged in string of random NYC assaults over past month. The violent spree began on February 12, when police said Armstead allegedly walked up to a 30-year-old woman on Elizabeth Street around 11:50 a.m. and punched her without warning, then fled. On March 24, he allegedly attacked a 30-year-old woman on Delancey Street around 2 a.m., hitting the victim in the back of the head as she turned. He then ran away. Daquan Armstead's lawyer said he suffers from mental health issues and isn't getting treatment. Obtained by NY Post. The following day, Armstead is charged with punching a 36-year-old woman in the back as she walked at Christie and Rivington Streets around 10:15 a.m. Police said, on April 2, he allegedly slugged another woman after he asked the 38-year-old victim for $1 and she replied that she had no cash, so he punched her in the back of the head. Police said he is also accused of attacking 2 women in separate incidents on Delancey Street on April 5, a 25-year-old who was slugged on the right side of her head around 12:25 p.m. and a 44-year-old who was punched in the face just 5 minutes later. According to cops, Daquan Armstead, charged with punching 8 women in random attacks, motions to a photographer this week. Gabriella Bass, in the last alleged attack before the assault on the NYU administrator. Police said Armstead punched a 24-year-old woman on Stanton Street after she also refused when he asked her for $1 shortly before 10 a.m. Records show his prior busts date to a 2021 misdemeanor assault case. He was ordered to undergo a psychiatric evaluation on Wednesday. Back to you, Chris.
Wow, 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 wow. Just wow. Just wow.
Bruh.
Man, I got so much to say about this. Alright, drop my bomb so I can give all my listeners my view and my opinion on this particular topic. Let's do that. Alright, what I have to say about this is simply this. ladies and gentlemen, and listeners from all around the country and the globe, let me say this. This is a serious crisis that happens across the world. What it is this. Okay, and I'm going to say this. What it is this. We have and I've said this in a previous episode, we have no permanent housing. No permanent housing for anybody that suffers from like this type of mental condition.
Bruh.
If that's what this is.
Wait, what?
I'm just saying, if that's what this is, okay? If that's what this is, if this is the situation that this man has this mental health problem, jail is not the answer. I just want to say that jail is not the answer. And I will say this, a lot of the jail facilities are filled with a lot of mental patients. So when you hear these surveys and all this stuff, and you see these people, they take these surveys and this and that. And that's sometimes this is certain surveys, I will say myself, I do not follow, because it's, you got to understand, it's based off of every type of human being. They're not going to a certain type. They're basing it off of every type of human being. Now, what I want people to understand is this. Every time one of these type of people, I don't want to put them in no category, but these type of people are arrested, okay, they are only held for a certain amount of time, and then they are released right back onto the street, but with no real help. So they are released back onto the street with the same mental condition that they went into jail with. Now, this particular person, this particular man, attacked 8 people. This is 8 different incidents that this man attacked people with. And he targeted women. Why did he target women? He said because they were easier targets than men because they don't fight back.
Wait, what?
If I'm correct, they fight back less.
Bruh.
So, I mean, how? Okay, this is my question to all my listeners. How mental do we say that this man is if he's able to sit there and separate? Listen, I'm not going to target men because men can defend themselves. I'm going to target women because women don't really defend themselves. He was able to separate which target he wanted or choose that he was choosing to strike.
Wait, what?
So, how mental is mental?
Bruh.
I'm just asking that question. To all my listeners, I want to ask that question. How mental is mental? And this man didn't do this attack once. He did it 8 times. And who knows if he did it more than 8 times. It's just 8 times that he admitted to doing. Who knows if he done it more than that? Okay? And I mean,
Bruh.
that's all I can say is
Bruh.
like, what the I mean, because you got to think, and I want, how do I put, I want to put this the right way. I don't want to say nothing up, okay? I want to put this the right way, okay? So, okay, let me paint a picture real quick. Let me paint a picture real quick for all my listeners, all right? And I want to paint this picture right because this is the picture that I'm seeing. This particular male, okay, and this is why I'm shaky on the mental part, right? This particular male chose to target females, right? Of let's see, where they have elderly age, No, okay. They were like middle age. Okay. Now, what happened if this same male chose to target kids?
Bruh.
What if he chose to target kids? Let me attack kids. Okay? No.
Wait, what?
Let me attack kids. And then I think let me attack kids of a particular race. This is how these things happen. Okay? And this is what I'm trying to say to all my listeners. The United States government, all the money that we invest into so many different things, no matter what it may be, whether it may be defense, whether it may be cancer, whether it may be AIDS, whatever. Okay? We do not invest enough into the mental stability of our citizens. Okay? Now, I challenge any one of my listeners, I will challenge you, okay? Leave it in the comments. If you can find it, please leave it in the comments. If you can find any mental facility or just health coverage that covers somebody with mental problems, just with mental problems, that cover them for over a year inside of a mental facility.
Bruh.
The United States does not have this. We do not have any program for people who suffer with mental disabilities. No permanent program. Let me correct myself. No permanent program to facilitate anybody like that, because there are, like I said, there are a lot of people in jail. Okay, and that's why I said some statistics I don't listen to. There are a lot of people in jail. Okay, when they do these statistics and all that stuff, check how they do it. Some of those people are mentally challenged. They cannot help how they act or what they do.
Bruh.
They can't help it. But they need to be facilitized, because some people, and I understand this. There are some people who have mental issues, and there are some people, family members and stuff, they try to accommodate them as best as they can, but sometimes it exceeds the accommodation. And I understand that.
Bruh.
I understand that. It happens. And I'm just saying that as one situation. There's different situations. There's many different situations that come about. But these things do happen. But our government can fund wars. Okay? Can sit there and raise money. And I want y'all to listen to this. Raise money to run for office.
Bruh.
But cannot deal with this problem. And this is a problem that America has been dealing with for over 65 years.
Bruh.
Over 65. It just got worse during the COVID situation. That's when it got worse. Because
Wait, what?
Yes, that's when it got worse, because people were forced to stay in their houses. And I don't know why or how it got worse, because people were forced to stay in their houses and communicate.
Bruh.
That's what it was. I mean, that's, in my view, that's what it was. But some people, they dealt with different things, finances, all these. I mean, it goes, the list goes on.
Bruh.
I'm not going to get into it, but the list goes on. I'll just say finances is one of the major issues that happened during COVID. But there were other things. I'm not going to get into all that. But what I'm trying to say is this. As Americans and as us being one of the richest nations in the world, this is something that we should have already dealt with. And because we don't deal with it, things like this happen. Now, in this incident, it was just an attack of slapping and punching and things like that. But when you look across the country, there have been several incidents where these type of people in these mental conditions, okay, and I'm not discriminating, I'm not hating. I don't want none of my listeners to think that I'm on a hate mode.
Bruh.
But they have done way worse to where people have died. Even people defending themselves have killed them. And there was, I can't remember the name of it. And I don't want to bring that up right now, but I don't want to go too far. But people have defended themselves against people with mental conditions, and these people have died as a result of it. Because they were defending themselves or they were defending their families. And that's what I'm saying. Imagine if this person was doing this, targeted children. He chose to target women and middle-aged women. But imagine if this person had targeted children. Ladies and gentlemen,
Bruh.
to all my listeners, I've said it once, I'll say it again. America, we have got to do much better. Much, much, much better. But to all my listeners, keep your eyes and your ears open because you never know. You may walk past a person like this. You may walk past a person like this. Now, the big question is this. Should this person do jail time? Of course, this person should do some type of jail time. But they shouldn't do jail time in like a regular facility. They should do jail time in a mental facility to get the help that they actually need. That's what I'm saying, to get the help that they actually need. The problem is getting the help after they get out of these facilities. That is not provided because insurance does not cover these medicines or cover whatever treatment that these people need. And it's kind of messed up, man. It's kind of messed up. I'm just keeping it real. It's kind of messed up.
Bruh.
That we are one of the richest. That's why I want to point that out. We are one of the richest nations in the world. Yeah, we can't deal with this problem. There is no facility in America that can long-term house somebody with mental problems.
Bruh.
I'm gonna stop right here. To me, it makes no sense why we don't have this. We could fund cancer. We could fund 2 wars, 3 wars, 4 wars. We could fund World War III.
Bruh.
Okay? But we can't deal with the mental issues or the homelessness in our own country.
Bruh.
Why? Where's all this money that's being produced? Where's it going? Where's it going? Where's it going? Because the mainstream media, they lie to us all the time. They say it's going to here, it's going to there. Is it really going there? Is it really, really going there?
Bruh.
Because when you follow, which has happened so many times, when you follow the money and you follow the paper trail, it always ends up into some organization that has nothing to do with their funding.
Bruh.
And I'm sorry for going off into a complete different area, but what I'm trying to say is this: we can do all these things, but and this is a man. Let me point this out. This is a man of melanin color. Okay, I don't know if he's one of the migrants. They don't display that on a different, even all of the different places that we went. They don't display if he's a migrant or not. They just say his name. I'm assuming that he's a citizen. I'm assuming he's a citizen by his look, but by his name, I'm going to say he came. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Bruh.
I ain't hating, but
Bruh.
I ain't hating. That's all I'm saying. But who knows? But the point is this: America, we need to do better. We need to do better. All right, I'm gonna hit up at least one of these comments. We're gonna run through one of them and dissect it real quick. All right, let's get into this one. All right, so I'm gonna pick from the top. All right, so this is one of the comments that was left. It says that he won't even see the inside of a jail cell. He will be released within an hour. Maybe. I'm just saying. Because the picture, the name, the name sounds like, the name is foreign. You know, foreign. But the picture, I mean, you look like a citizen. You look like a citizen. But when you hear the name, you think, yeah. I don't know. All right. Okay. It says, where did I finish from? It says women, it says women definitely need to defend themselves. A stun gun, mace, whatever you can get to stop being a victim of this whack job. And I agree with that. I agree with that. Let's give that. I want to give them a round of applause. The person that made that comment, I want to give them a round because I agree with that. Because I think personally, all women, when you hit a certain age, you should be taught some type of self-defense, whether it be mace, whether it be whatever. Because I can't tell what type of how do I say this without being too critical? What type of method that you are taught or choose to learn? Okay, let me say it that way. Whatever you learn, but I think females should be taught some type of self-defense because a lot of times when males look for victims and they look for somebody weak, they tend to look for females or kids. That's what they tend to look for. You know what I mean?
Bruh.
I mean, it's kind of sad, but these things happen. So if you will, one of my listeners, any of my listeners out there, if you have a daughter or wife, girlfriend, sister, whatever, teach them some type of skill, some type of skills of self-defense. Even if they know how to fight, still teach them how to do something. Me, I would teach them how to use a weapon. I'm just saying, it's in the law. Okay, it's in the law that we have a right to bear arms. So bear some arms. All right.
Bruh.
So all right, listen, that's my view. That's my opinion on this particular topic. this person, should they face some type of prosecution? I think they should. I don't think they should go to jail because of the mental situation. If that is the situation, I don't think they should probably go to jail, but I think they should be placed in some type of mental facility. If not a mental facility, if they have to go to jail, they should be placed in the mental ward of that jail where they can receive some type of treatment or some type of help for their mental condition, but also that it should be followed up and continued when they get out. Now, that's what I'm saying. Apparently, New York City doesn't really provide that. But, ladies and gentlemen, to all my listeners, if you're a voter, maybe that's something that you should vote for to be changed. All right, that's just my view and my opinion. I want to thank all my listeners. No, we gotta do the content. All right, listen. If you like this content and want to hear more of it, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification button. So when I push something up, you always know. Also, leave a comment and feel free to share. All right, I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. Can you drop my bomb, my air horn? I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Also, stay blessed and not stressed. Until next episode, I will see y'all later. Peace out.